Rachel, what I would like to try to do, if you were in here, I feel like you are, is like swap out you and Koya. And then if that works, then that may be how we will approach this live is kind of in shifts, in waves. So I'm just gonna wait, Rachel, to get a confirmation that you're in here and that you have received the transmission, and then we will go forward.
I also, Megan, I don't know if you already did this. I had to activate my live chats to see messages. I pushed on it, right? I don't know if you've already done that, but like I wasn't able to see Madam Rachel's messages.
Yeah.
Like I can see you all.
Yeah, I can see all of that. I didn't have to push
Anyways,
anything for chats. It just is like
okay,
scrolling
okay,
at the
okay,
bottom. I'm just at home on the cell
okay,
service of the property, so it's
okay.
just kind of like slow to
Yeah,
um
yeah. I don't have any Wi-Fi right now either.
okay.
My satellite,
Yeah. We're
my
on.
tokens are gone.
Okay.
Okay.
So she says she can see us.
Um,
Rachel, I'm going to just try to tag you in, like swap Koya out and tag you in and see how that works while we're actually live. So I'm gonna do it. Oh, my kitty's coming. Kitty, come on, kitty. Come on, we're live. Okay. All right. She says okay. All right, Koya. So we're just gonna swap. Uh, ooh. Kitty. Okay. So how do I send this? Okay. So we're gonna have Rachel joining us. Hello, B154. Hello, everyone who is in the chat. This is a trial run for the Wily Witches, our triad unofficial coven where we gather seasonally to discuss magic, our lives, and all the things. So we are just here working out the kinks today. Welcome. I'm Megan. This is Rachel, Madame Moonflower. We have our
Hello.
third witch in the comments, Koya.
Hello, hello. We're doing good. See, we're doing great.
Yes, we are doing really good. It's been a
I
very
wonder,
beautiful
Megan, if we want to give the people a little bit of what they want, maybe share a tarot interpretation or something, talk about the season a little bit, and then flip me out and flip Koya in and get her take.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. I pulled some cards this morning. I'm not gonna say that it's gonna encompass the whole season, but I'm very, very in my reverent ancestral practice today. And so the cards that came through were dance, time, release, which was correlated with the direction of east, and then also the root chakra. And so I just feel like this is a time to be in the body. I feel oftentimes we can easily prioritize a something outside of ourselves, or prioritize action and doing and not the stillness and embodiment that is like the foundational altar from where we can have the big things move in our life in a way that we desire, or the deep ancestral connections to manifest, or shifts in career, spirituality, emotional state of being it's all about the body. It's about coming back to the body, coming back to the roots, and that could be lineage roots, but I feel it's physiological roots in the body, in the visceral tissue. So that feels good to share for today, just based on my personal experience and then the cards that came out this morning. And I'd love to hear, Rachel, how your like, what is your vibe in the day or the season, whatever you want to share.
Well, last night I did a guided root chakra meditation, which was
Mm,
about returning to the body as well. And it was about a concept that I learned from one of my teachers, Gabriel Merrihew, about enthroning. And one of the things that he talked about and that I've kind of furthered with myself is the idea of sovereignty and how that is rooted in your physical experience in the body. And
mm,
he talks about kind of an absolute honesty with yourself and with your experience. Um, and from there, you are ruling your experience,
mm,
right?
mhm,
So you are ruling your experience, and every other being in your field is also a sovereign, ruling their experience. So kind of marrying those things together and then having some really deep experiences with the earth myself as I tend my land, plant gardens. I feel like me also personally coming back to my body, coming back to my sovereignty, coming back to the truth of my experience for me without projecting it back out onto the world, and how this vessel, this physical body that's I heard somebody say is in our spirit. Our spirit's not in our body, but our body is in our spirit.
mhm,
That this is the control panel. This is the sensory organism. And
mm,
instead of working so hard to make it strong for no reason, of course, make things strong if you need your body to be strong a certain way because of what you do. But um, just honoring whatever the body needs, whatever the shape it looks like, whatever that
mm,
experience is the truth for you, but it's not the truth for everyone. And so it's it's an interface with the environment that allows us to make decisions and choices that we don't necessarily need to put on top of anyone else. You
yeah,
know, we don't need to make somebody else do something. We're just choosing from our sovereign place and they're choosing from theirs. And
mm,
so I think a lot of my life has spent trying to control others, make them do something so that I could feel better, and vice versa. And just this like deepening into this honesty of myself and my desires and my experience was like perfect.
mm,
Crown of
mm.
sovereignty, friends. Are you ready for the responsibility of that? Like,
And therein, I mean, that's a really great reflection point and question, I feel, for this new season, like the astrological season of Taurus, which
mhm.
started yesterday. Um, and I'm gonna pause because I was like gonna go into a whole thing there. Um, I would love to hear Koya's 411,
Yeah, kick me out of here. Get Koya on.
and then we will continue. Okay. The changing of the guards. We are going to be at invitation has been sent. Koya, Koya, Koya. And Thank you to everyone who's popped into this live on this very spectacular Sunday, this Easter Sunday. We can choose to give our attention, extend our attention and our time to so many different things, and I'm very appreciative to have a moment and some time with you. If you've made it here in these webs, these interwebs, these social streets, social media streets. As we wait for Koya, there was another card. There's a few cards that jumped out of my deck um, as Rachel was talking about sovereignty in the body and just her reflections on her life and decisions for her body. And the full moon blossoming card came out, which we are in. Come on, kitty. We are in a waxing, my baby. We are in a waxing waning moon phase, and it's just interesting that that blossoming energy is still so present, that even though lunarly we are being supported and ushered into release and ushered into reflecting and digesting and composting, but there are still some really big beautiful things within us and without us that are blossoming. And I just feel that's such a beautiful reminder and an invitation that we can embody and give life and energy to multiple different polarities at one time. That it isn't all the pain and trauma and of shadow transmutation. It's also the celebration and the joy and the orgasmic experience of life. And just to be aware of that accessibility that we can experience and celebrate both aspects at the same time. Um, Koya, I sent you an invite for this live so that you could hop on here and share with us whatever you feel like sharing in terms of the day, in terms of the season, in terms of your cosmic connections. Oh, and the ladybugs are out here in the meadow. I sent it to your WhatsApp thread between you and I, and if it's not there, I can send another one. Oh my gosh, this cat is so sweet. Oh, a little ladybug emoji. Okay, it is coming. Hello, sis.
No, no.
What are you saying no about?
We need a third party app. We need a third party app. Did some research while I was away. Yeah. For all three of us to be on here together. Because YouTube is not cool.
Okay.
And with the times.
Okay. What was that?
We're best to stay on Instagram.
Okay.
Okay. Unless you.
I mean,
I just freak out.
Yeah. I mean,
we're on Wily Witches.
Okay. I mean, in this moment, I'm like, this is totally not a barrier for me. Like, this actually feels fine, and I'm sure we could figure out a way to do this that felt good. like 2 at a time. I definitely in this moment, my reaction is like, "No, I don't want to do another app," but that's just my reaction. I could actually take some time to sit with it
Oh,
and then
okay.
respond.
Mhm.
Yeah, but is there
Yeah.
anything that you would like to share energetically, cosmically in this space to activate it?
I'm very three-dimensional right now.
Okay, okay, okay. Great, great. Your energy is plenty. Your beautiful face is plenty. And thank you for this,
Thank you, God.
for activating this initiation, inviting us to kind of get outside of our comfort zones and navigate new technology and new realms
Mhm.
and, new collective energy. I think that's so important and a really good reminder. So thank you for this because I would not have initiated it, but I definitely was like, yes, answering the call.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
All right.
We'll find our platform.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, I mean, if there isn't anything on your heart, on your spirit that you'd like to share, then I guess this has been our trial run. Rachel already came on and dished for a moment. Rachel, is there anything that do you want to come back on the live? Okay, WhatsApp call real quick. All right. So this
Okay.
will be the closed
One
group.
last thing, I don't know if you're gonna save this.
Yeah.
If you do save this and
Mhm.
anybody on a future timeline is watching this and can party platform, hit us up, let us know. But I don't know if you're
Okay.
gonna save it.
It automatically gets saved. It automatically gets saved, and it's, if we're all on board, I can actually post it publicly, but we can talk about that together.
Okay.
Okay. Mwah. Love you.
See you in a bit. Mwah.
Okay. So this has been our test run. The Wily Witches, Rachel, Madam Moonflower, myself, Megan of Three Circle Healing, Koya, the Bruja, the Shadow Hunter, the Bruja of Embers and Herbs. We are mostly on Instagram. If you are interested in what we have cooking and what is brewing in the cauldron, please visit our pages, subscribe here on YouTube, subscribe on Instagram, and we look forward to being in contact.